A romantic adult bedtime story, modern, passionate, and heartfelt. Tonight's story is about love that refused to fade, about two hearts separated by distance, yet forever connected by the moon. Close your eye, breathe in, and let your heart drift into the story of Amara and Ethan. She told herself not to call him tonight. She had promised to be strong. But love never listens to reason. She pressed his name. One ring, two, then a voice deep and familiar. Amara, I miss you. I never stopped missing you. The city outside faded. Only his voice existed. They had met months ago. A rainy Friday in a bookstore that smelled of paper and coffee. Her umbrella fell. He picked it up. Their eyes met, and time forgot to move. He was calm water. She was fire. And somehow they balanced. Amara stayed to chase her writing dreams. Voice notes turned into texts, texts into silence. Yet every night they shared the same ritual. They looked at the moon. It became their bridge, their meeting place of light. Amara would whisper to the sky, "Can you still feel me?" And Ethan, half a world away, would answer softly to the night, "Always." But as months passed, silence grew heavier. She began writing stories about him, about love that stretches across oceans, about the ache of missing someone who feels like air. One night, as she typed, her phone vibrated. It was him. "Do you ever think of me when you look at the moon?" She smiled through tears. "Every single night," voice trembling. "And you still sound like my peace." Then he kissed her, not wild, not rushed, just deep, certain, and full of every moment they had survived apart. 10-second silence for emotion. That night, they drove home through quiet streets, hands clasped, hearts steady, the moon following them through every window. The room was dim, bathed in silver light. They lay close, breathing each other in. Ethan traced her face with gentle fingers. "Do you know why I always looked at the moon?" She smiled sleepily. "Tell me." "Because no matter where I was, it was the one thing we both could touch." Amara's eyes softened. "Then promise me one thing." "Anything. Never let the moon be the only thing between our hearts again." He brushed her lips. "I promise." They held each other until dawn, the kind of silence that speaks louder than words, the kind that feels like home. Amara whispered, "I wrote stories about us. All of them had sad endings," she admitted. Ethan smiled. "Then let's rewrite the last one." The sun met the moon that morning, one fading, one rising, as if the universe itself was celebrating their reunion. Amara lay on his chest, tracing small circles across his skin. The heartbeat beneath her ear was the sweetest sound she'd ever known. "Do you still believe in forever?" she asked. "I believe in us," he whispered. Outside, the city woke to another day. Inside, they stayed still, wrapped in warmth and quiet laughter. They made breakfast together. Bad coffee, burnt toast, but the joy of doing it side by side was perfect. Every touch was new, yet familiar. Every glance carried years of longing and peace. And when night returned, they stood on the balcony, watching the moon rise again. Ethan wrapped his arms around her and whispered, "Do you see it?" "Always," she said, "but tonight it's not between us." He kissed her once more, and in that moment, the moonlight felt like blessing, like forgiveness, like forever. And so, under the silver gaze of the moon, two hearts found their way home again. Because sometimes love isn't loud. It doesn't demand, it doesn't shout. It just glows quietly, faithfully, in the spaces between distance, silence, and time. That glow is what lives between us all, the moonlight between our hearts.